Hey, welcome to the Youth Podcast from St. Catherine's Church. We hope you are encouraged and inspired. If you would like to contact us more, please email us at info@saintcatherines.ie.
Well, hey everybody, welcome to our first ever youth podcast / video cast with St. Catherine's Youth. My name is Shane. I get to be the youth pastor there, and we're currently at home. This is my wife, Ruth. You'll get to meet in a second. Our daughter is hanging around, and a couple young people are joining us. We're at home. This is obviously during quarantine, self-isolation, during this crazy pandemic we find ourselves in with Covid-19. But hey, we thought, why not start something now with all the time that we have? It's a great place to start a conversation around things that we believe are important, things that matter. We also just want to have some fun and enjoy being young people and what that means. So today we are really just starting off a conversation around leading as young people during COVID-19. But before I dive into that, let me introduce some people. So why don't we start with Rebecca?
Yeah, so I'm Rebecca. I'm 14, and I go to Youth St. Catherine's. I'm in second year now, so I've been going to Youth for 2 years. Yeah.
My name is Joshua. I'm 15. I'm in third year, and delighted with the cancellation of the junior cert. And yeah, I'm part of St. Catherine's as well, and I love it there.
That's it.
And I am Ruth, as Shane said. I'm 23. I'm not in secondary school. I wish I was. Yes, help out with leading in St. Catherine's Youth.
Come on, she's amazing. We just celebrated 2 years of marriage. It made it sound like we celebrated 20 years.
Feels like 20.
No. Come on, there's no lines here or frowns, whatever those things you call them.
Wrinkles.
Come on, wrinkles. Why I love young people, because they always correct me, and it's the best. Well, we are going to play a quick game. Are you ready for that?
Yeah.
Ruth is always ready for a quick game.
So we are going to do a quick round of which would you rather, featuring Harlow May. So yes, I think I have a few. So I'll just ask you both individually what your favorite is. So winter holiday or summer holiday? Becca?
Summer, definitely.
Joshua?
Definitely summer. Love the sun. Can't do the cold.
Summer halls.
Do you prefer summer over winter?
Yes, so I can wear my bikini.
All right. Moving on. Chocolate or jellies? Becca?
Chocolate. Yeah.
Oh, I'd definitely go jellies.
Jellies.
Oh, really?
Jellies.
Chocolate
Chocolate are too plain sometimes.
Yeah.
Dairy milk, Oreo.
Shane, like a week ago, was buying like 5 chocolate bars a day. So he's back up. No joke. That's true. Next question. Instagram or Facebook, Becca?
Instagram. I don't have Facebook, so I mean.
Yeah, same with me.
Same with Joshua.
Instagram.
Yes, definitely an Instagram fan.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. And last question, opera or rock music, Becca?
Oh, I'm not sure. I don't really like either, but probably like neither. I really don't like either.
Fair. Joshua?
I'd probably go for a rock if I had to.
Nice. And what would you pick?
Probably rock music, to be fair, but again, I'm with Rebecca. I'm like, not really sure how I feel.
Yeah.
Opera.
Yeah.
I love a bit of high singing.
Wanna give us
Huh?
give us a demonstration there?
Yeah,
come
no,
on.
it's okay.
No, you don't want me to sing. This is okay. So we are going to have a chat about a topic that we were all kind of chatting about before this, and it is simply about leading as young people during COVID-19. And obviously, this is a place, a stage of life that we never thought we would be in, but here we are. We are all getting through it in different ways, and so I think what's important in all of that is how, as young people, how are we taking a stand in this? How are we playing our parts? How are we leading during it all? And we wanted to start by, obviously, the newspapers and things online and social media has obviously talked a lot about young people and some of their behavior over the last few weeks with crowding and coughing on somebody, just some bad behaviors coming out. What do you guys kind of hear about any of that?
Yeah, just like young people like not listening to what the government has said about like social distancing and grouping. I just think it's kind of irresponsible and rude that they would, because there are people that are really suffering from this, and it's just kind of ignoring and being a bit ignorant.
Yeah.
It's good.
I think one thing that has not been so much noticed, but it has, is panic buying, or people who are just like overbuying when realistically it's not as needed. It's not needed to overbuy or to things like that. Also, there was one other incident in Volunteer where some super value vans were smashed, which were being used to just to deliver goods out to people, and that wasn't very good, but there is some good out there as well.
Yeah, and that's kind of where we want to go to next. Obviously, we wanted to start by obviously saying, let's be honest and real. There are some young people out there who are causing trouble, who are getting up to no good, who are just not obeying the law, the government, and of course that's going to happen with young people. Okay.
Yeah, it can be hard as well. Like,
yeah, I get it with all the school changes, closing down, being stuck at home. Of course you're going to want to run wild. Of course you're going to want to leave your house and go out and hang out with your mates. And there's lots of things that come with hanging out with your mates, whether it's pressure and it's just getting up to something different, trying to get away from being bored. I totally get it. And so, of course, I'm not approving it or affirming it. I'm just saying I get it. But I wanted to also talk about some good that young people are doing, and leading the way in that. There's lots of stories out there about young people doing some great things. What have you guys heard about some young people doing good?
Like some, I think GAA clubs are like teaming up with like Centra and shops like that to try like help the elderly get food during the day and stuff like that, which I think is amazing for them to like give their time to help and support.
Some good I've seen is like there's been people who have done fundraisers and things like that to try and like earn money for the HSE
Wow.
and the frontline workers. There's also 2 events which happened in my area and happened around, which was one was Light a Candle, where just bring awareness for what was happening. There was lighting a candle, putting in your windowsill, and to celebrate what the nurses and doctors are doing. And also there was Light Up Your Home, which happened in our area, where we turned on all the lights in our house, and some people put out Christmas lights and things like that on that night, just to say thank you again. So, 2 different things.
There's also like this challenge on Instagram where people are nominating 5 people to do a 5k run, and then they donate €5 to the HSE, which I think is so cool, and it's also being productive as well.
That's so.
Yeah, I love that. I've seen a lot of friends of mine do that. I haven't been nominated yet.
No, neither have I.
In some ways, I'm thanking God because I don't know if I can do a jog, but I could cycle it. I don't know if that's cheating though.
It's cheating.
Anyways, I think it is great. I actually think it's a brilliant thing that a lot of people are doing, a lot of young people are doing right now. And so, hey, there is a lot of good out there young people are doing. And we wanted to try and bring it home a little bit and kind of chat about some of the things that we're doing, some of the young people in our youth ministry are doing, some of our friends are doing. And also then just chat about, like, you know, we're not perfect. We do face challenges, but there are some challenges that we're overcoming, and maybe give you some tips that you could take on and maybe, you know, use over this period of time that you have available to you during quarantine. So that's what we're going to try to do. So what we want to talk about, it's not just about really being busy, but rather productive. All right. Yeah. A lot of us are easy, you know, I find it easy to just be busy, doing lots and lots of things. But what I've learned is that it's about being productive, doing the right things that are healthy for you. So I want to throw it at Rebecca. What are some things that you've been doing that have been healthy and helpful during this season?
Yeah, so we have 2 elderly neighbours, and we've just been checking in on them to make sure they're okay, because they don't really have any family around here to help them. So we've been getting like shopping for them and stuff like that, and then their medication and helping them out. And also with the being productive, not busy, like at the start I was kind of like, oh, I'll do this because I have so much time. And then like I sat down and I was like, right, what do I actually need to get done? Now that I have time, what should I do? So I made like a to-do list. So one of the things was like, I'm going to write, people aren't going to like this, but I'm going to write out all my study notes so that I have them for 3rd year. So I started doing that, seeing as my junior cert wasn't cancelled, which is sad. But yeah, so I'm doing that. And then also I started a Snapchat story for some of my friends to help them like decorate and organize their rooms, because I really enjoy doing that. So yeah.
We need to ask you to do that with our house.
Yeah, totally. That's so good, Rebecca. I love the way you're reaching out to Lily. I think that's super important. I love your creativity. You know, I think it's really, really important right now to get creative. You know,
definitely.
What about you, Joshua? What are some things you're doing, or maybe have heard from others that they're doing?
Well, at the start, like, I was so delighted to get off school. The last thing I was thinking about, as Rebecca had done, was studying and doing homework, just getting my bit of work done in the morning, and then doing what I want in the afternoon. But this time off is just one thing it's really taught me is that sometimes you don't need to fill in all the gaps in the day. Sometimes you can just sit around and listen to a podcast, or some music, or things like that. Another thing that, well, like Rebecca mentioned earlier, I love making lists. So I just love making, I love making lists, but I do make lists for all the things I do in the day. So I'll have 10 things, but half of them I probably won't do. But and then I've gone out on the exercise bike and got exercise whenever I can. So haven't really done much. But...
What about you? What have you been doing?
Good question. At the beginning of lockdown, our back room, we wanted to move Harlem into our own room for ages, but it was full of like boxes and like stuff that we hadn't unpacked since moving. So the thoughts of doing that were awful. But we were like, let's just do this, and then she's going to be better as a person. We're going to be better as like people. So we did all that, and then other times I'm just trying to, same thing, like plan certain things for each day. So the first nap of Harlem's day, I'll try to do some type of exercise for 30 minutes, which I don't do every day, but I plan that. And then the same for her second nap, like same thing as Joshua said, like listen to a podcast or journal or just spend my time doing something like that. So yeah.
That's awesome.
What about you?
It's a good question. I think like I've tried to just stay in routine as much as I could, you know, as if I was getting up to work.
Yeah.
You know, I'd get up early in the morning, have my shower, get ready, have my breakfast early. My daughter's obviously awake super early anyways. Yeah. So that's fun. But so then I get up and I would get downstairs, get dressed, and then I would have my cup of coffee, I'd bring it upstairs, have my desk ready. You know, we've made a home kind of office, you know, in space in our room. That's our here. In one of our rooms where we can, use the laptop, where we can do study, where we can have meetings, Zoom meetings or whatever else it may be. So I kind of stick to routine as much as I can. That's kind of really helped me stay sane in some ways, but also helped me continue to be productive and to be disciplined, particularly in this season. And then we go for walks. So we try to do some physical exercise, get out, go for walks. I try cycle as much as I can and get some fresh air. Again, I think as well, one of the most important things for me is staying connected with people. Yeah. You're bringing the noise to this youth talk. That's the thing. It's staying connected with people, whether that is my friends, my family, people that I work with, whether it's youth leaders or it's young people that I really enjoy spending time with. I'm constantly staying connected through different media outlets, and that's been really important for me because relationships are important. Being in community is essential to healthy living. So so they're just some things I'm doing, but it's great to hear some of the things that you're doing. I hope whoever is listening to this, you learn something new, you try something new. I think the one thing I'm listening to, and I'm hearing from Ruth particularly, is that now is the time to start something you probably always wanted to start. Whether that is a YouTube page, or whether it's to start working out, or whether it's to start writing a book, or whether it's to start hanging out with people you didn't normally hang out with online, reaching out to people, doing an act of kindness each day, whatever it may be. Now is the time to do it. I think that's what I have learned particularly during this season in trying to lead. We are going to have many more conversations. I feel like today is just a starting point, and we had a lot more what we wanted to get into, but we don't want to go too much over time today. We're going to try to get this out as much as we can. I'm not going to promise every week, but that's our hope, that's our plan. So we're going to build on from this conversation. We hope you listen in, you would share with others, you would subscribe on YouTube, and if you want us to talk about anything, you would let us know. You can direct messages on Instagram. You can send us an email, Shane at saintcatherines.ie, or get to know one of these guys on Instagram. Their names will probably pop up on this video at some point, and you can contact them. But hey, anything else you want to add? Any closing words?
Wash your hands. That's all.
What about you guys? What about you, Rebecca?
Just don't feel under pressure to do a lot as well. Like Joshua said, don't feel under pressure to fill your time, but definitely try to be productive and not busy. And and just
And for me, just remember, God is always there for you. He hasn't left during this pandemic. He hasn't left during this time, and he's still there for you.
That's awesome. Yeah. Well, hey, we love you all out there, all of our many little fans. We don't have any fans. But, we hope you become a friend, not a fan. And we're excited to see where this goes. This is just the beginning. We're hoping to have lots of things like this. But stay tuned, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.